Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of All Started With Mouse Podcast. I am Nick Lavazetta.
And I'm Tony. Nick, I just want to start off, I'm sure you know, since I told you, but Time Magazine, about a week or so ago, put out a list of their top 100 places in the world. Third of the places were places to go, third were places to eat, and third were places to rest, like hotels and stuff. And on that list of places to go was Pandora, the world of Avatar. So I just want to give a shout out to Joe Rohde. You know we love you, man. Kudos to everyone who worked on that land. It truly is an amazing achievement right there. And you know, as someone who's been a diehard Pandora supporter for the entire time, I just love the recognition it's getting.
I agree. I can't believe that it made a list, like part of a park, but just impressive. And obviously, everyone has to go see Pandora. If you get the chance, we put it as number one on our best edition the past 5 years. And when you get there, you'll see. But on to this week's episode. This week, we are ranking the World Showcase countries. And Anthony, is World Showcase your favorite thing? Is World Showcase better than Pandora for you? Like, because they're both kind of parts.
Yeah.
But like, I think World Showcase might be too big of a.
Excellent. No, I would say World Showcase is kind of its own thing.
Like, I don't know if it's like.
I would say Epcot is divided into two lands.
Exactly.
Is World Showcase my favorite place in Disney?
See, for me, it is. I like World Showcase, but just I don't know if that's like
a good question.
Obviously, because it's half of a park, where Pandora is just like a small part, or Adventureland.
See, yeah, I get why you're saying it's a little unfair, but it's almost like it's got to be. Like, unless you're a kid who loves, obviously the Magic Kingdom for the rides. Like, if you're an adult, if you're someone who's been there a few times, it's tough to beat spending a night in World Showcase. Eating, drinking, going on the couple rides, watching illuminations. Extra magic hours are my favorite in Epcot. It's just, of course, when you got the walk to the beach club or the boardwalk, you can't beat that. So if I had to, like, if I was only going to be there for like a day, you know what? If I was only going to be there for a day, I would pick Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I would have to do, and I mean, I would do 3 parks because, like, I would skip Future World, just maybe Spaceship Earth, and that's it. And then I would not spend as much time in Magic Kingdom and spend a lot of time in Animal Kingdom. But I'm saying, okay, so let's say
I think since I've been to World Showcase so much, I would rather I'd rather skip that than I can't imagine skipping Pandora on a trip. Even if if I was there for like 5 hours, I might pick Pandora to do.
I skipped it my last 3-day trip, but just because
Jesus,
I chose Toy Story Land over it. So
I am not going to Toy Story Land on my upcoming solo trip. At least right now, I don't have it planned because I'm sure it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to hear what Nick has to say about it. But I'm only there for 4 days. I only got 3 days in the park. And, I'm at a point where I don't really care about a new ride if the immersion isn't going to be as fantastic as something else.
See, the immersion, yes, it's not there. But the details, like, you can tell they put a lot of work and thought into this. Just if you're looking around, like, I don't want to say anything.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be. I'm sure everything I've seen of it makes me think they did a good job. I'm not trying to knock Toy Story Land. And if I had an extra day, I would definitely go.
I would say go just for a little bit, and then that's an episode.
Yeah.
Like, something to talk about, something just like.
I already did my fast passes, and I have no Slinky.
Yeah, like, I don't even have fast passes for Slinky. But I'm not.
Oh, you tried to, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're going off on a tangent.
We really are.
What
are we talking about?
We're talking about World Showcase.
That's right.
And we're ranking them. And I wonder how many people agree with us with number 11.
Okay, now we're having a little debate between number 10 and 11.
Yes. And I think also last episode, it's pretty obvious we're not a fan of one of these two.
Yes. I went off on a little rant about the American Adventure. That's what the American Pavilion is called. about
Which
their
is
food.
weird. Like that's the only place that isn't called just like America.
Because it's terrible.
Yes.
Because it's the attraction. It's the show.
Yeah, but that's like calling Norway a couple years ago. Oh, let's walk into Maelstrom. Like
Probably because they don't need to advertise the Maelstrom ride because it's better. Like it's not like, hey, don't forget we have a ride here. Like I don't think anyone would go to American Adventure if it wasn't called the American
very
Adventure.
good point.
But despite my rant on America and the food, I was thinking because we did put the list together, and I was thinking, I'm going to be in Disney next month for Food and Wine. Last time I was in Disney, it was Flower and Garden, and the time before that, it was Food and Wine. So the last 3 times I've been in Disney, I've been there during festivals, and like I said last time, America kills it at the food booths with festivals. So I would not put America, and I'm as shocked as anyone, because I know people are shocked out there. But I would not put America as number 11. But you're going to put it at number 11. Tell me why you think it is worse than what my number 11 is going to be.
Okay, I would put it at number 11 just because when you're walking through the American Pavilion, if you have no intention at stopping at the booth, whatever they're selling during the festival, we walk right by it. We literally...
He's right.
Like, I don't even stop to take pictures.
I don't look at it for 10 seconds.
And I'm going to say what your number 11 is going to be.
Well, can I say something first? Because I know I have a very good friend of mine who listens to this. And I got to give an apology to her because I think the UK Pavilion is her favorite pavilion. Yeah, so I have to put it out there, and I'm apologizing.
I mean, I can agree that it's not... Like I could agree that it's the
because
worst.
My number 11 is the United Kingdom.
Yeah, but it's definitely not the best.
No, it's certainly not. So I have to tread lightly. But I'm gonna say why I think it is the worst.
And like you have good points, but just I'll give my counterpoint after you.
UK does not have good food.
Yeah,
fish and chips are not interesting.
Yeah, but their booth was good.
What was their booth?
Their booth was that Cider House?
Yeah, I spent like $15 on that.
Their cider flight was delicious.
On
I
that
had
cabbage,
the
pear thing.
The pear braised beef.
Yeah,
that was delicious.
What
about that lemon scone?
It was a scone. I can get a scone.
Can you get a lemon scone?
Yes.
Just because you weren't a fan of what they were selling doesn't mean it wasn't delicious.
Well, it's my opinion. But so I don't think that the UK doesn't have good food. UK doesn't have good food without the booths.
Yes.
You've never had a single thing there without the booths.
I've had the fish and chips before.
Have you really? Well,
Yeah.
because when you worked there?
No.
Really?
Years ago. But let me tell you, I worked there for 4 months and I didn't have the fish.
You were having, crap burgers and stuff, and you didn't have fish and chips. Anyway, I think the details in the shops are impressive, but it's nothing I really is memorable. I think the best detail in the place is the chimneys, and we'll talk about that when we talk about details in.
Yes, but I can argue that the details of UK are better than the details of America.
You're absolutely right, they are. But food is important in Disney World for me. And if I'm there and America has better food, I'm going to spend more time in America.
You're good, but you're going to spend time on a picnic table.
Still, it's America.
Yeah, but you're not wandering the pavilion where we have wandered the pavilion of UK.
We really haven't.
I do. I take pictures. I go in the back. I go through the whole shop. I go to the Twinnings tea area. I do all that stuff. In America, I just walk by. I don't even go inside.
I'm not denying UK is better themed. It is. I mean, a shack out, 10 miles outside Disney World is better themed than America.
So you're saying everything of UK is superior except for the food?
Yeah, but also I think UK out of the 10, not counting America, is the worst themed.
Yeah.
I think it's got no good food.
Yeah, but
I like water features. There's no water features. So it's got none of the 3 things and no rides. So there's got none of the 4 things I care about in World Showcase country. America has one of them.
Yeah, but UK has better details than America. We're not talking about we agree that these are the bottom 2. So it doesn't matter what 1 through 9 are. But it just is. It comes.
Yeah. Okay. So it's basically for me, it's details and food. And while usually I'm a detail guy, here I go food because it's barbecue, because it's smoked food, and I love smoked food, and America it kills it with that. If I'm not in, if I'm going in the middle of the summer or when there's not a festival going on, I will not spend 5 seconds in America. But you know what? I'm probably not going to spend 5 minutes in UK.
So you're saying during a festival, if they have good food, USA is number 10 and
Yes.
UK is 11, but it's about 6 months of the year.
Half of the year.
Half of the year, UK is better because the pavilion itself is better, is what you're saying.
Yes, but since America's best beats UK at its best, I'm putting America at number 10.
Okay, that's fair. But okay, so yeah, that's a little. I say American Adventure at number 11, UK at number 10,
and I say
Switch 'em.
UK at 11, USA at number 10. And again, I'm sorry for all the UK bashing. Number 9. Now I like to love everything else here.
Yeah, like I don't have big problems with 1 through 9.
No.
Like there's just like everything, like all the better ones have just a little edge that bumps them. Like
I would say the top 5 are kind of in a class of its own. Like you can really, there's a big difference I think between 5 and 6.
yeah, I would definitely agree with that. But number 9 we have China Pavilion, because while it's a really nice place to walk around.
Beautiful details.
And you walk into that big dome and you look up and it's just, yeah, beautifully detailed, painted. And when the festival's going on, it has nice topiaries.
Well, I mean, during Flower and
Flower and Garden Festival, yes. The water is great, little pond.
Nice little pond. What's the pond called? What
I have no idea.
Koi pond?
That's Japan.
Yeah, I remember.
But what, like, its quick service isn't that great.
No.
Its sit-down restaurant is not that good. I went there in July and I just wasn't loving it.
Yeah, it's generic Chinese food.
It's got a nice shop, and
does.
surprisingly, it's like the only place in Disney that's like has reasonably priced stuff. I almost bought a sword for like $30.
Really?
Yeah.
Japan has reasonably priced stuff.
Yes, that too. But like, yeah, there's not really much that, like.
No, I think their shop is nice, but I've never bought anything there. I have no Chinese merchandise. I've never had any food there. I will say the Joya Tea has one of my favorite drinks in Disney World, Tipsy Ducks in Love. And Tipsy Ducks in Love it's like bourbon and chocolate and coffee, something like that. And tea.
I think it's bourbon and chocolate. I don't think there's.
No, okay, maybe, yeah, because it's tea. Bourbon and chocolate and tea. It's delicious. You can get it without the bourbon even. It's the same price, so you might as well get it with the bourbon. Yeah, that's the high. That and the details are the highlight of China for me. But China is nothing spectacular. I certainly wouldn't want it gone. If they told me I could get rid of the UK and USA and put in Brazil and Spain, I would say yes. I don't know if I'd get rid of China, just because it's China's a classic. It was one of the originals. I'm pretty sure, and I don't know if I want to get rid of it.
Yeah,
but I would get rid
agree.
of the last 2.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. The Reflections of China. Is that what it's called?
Yes, I've never seen it.
Me neither.
I've never seen any show in
World Showcase.
except for and can we talk? I'm sorry. Can we go back and talk about the American Adventure, the show?
Oh yes, that's more of an attraction than a show.
Yeah. And I think it's an unpopular opinion, and I don't know if you agree with me, but I think it's the worst attraction on property.
No, worst attraction is because you have the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse thing.
Okay, but I've never been on Swiss, so I can't say it's
okay.
worst.
So
it's the worst. It's the worst thing I've ever done. It's boring.
Yes.
The song is horrendous, and I'm not anti-America. I love America. I love Liberty Square. I feel good when I went. I don't go now, but when I went into the Hall of Presidents, when we had our previous president was doing the talk, I liked it. I thought it was very good. But the American Adventure is just too like rah-rah USA for me. I'm certainly not. I don't want something to crap on America and the American Pavilion, but it's too much for me. I don't. I think it's like overly patriotic. I don't think we need America in Epcot.
No, I
We
mean,
have Liberty Square. It's the exact same time period. It's
you
colonial
can
America.
argue that like since we're American, we say that, but people who come from other countries want to see America. But like then, but it's not. It doesn't say a lot about America.
Would you want an African pavilion in Epcot?
Yeah.
Why? We have Africa and Animal Kingdom, and we have the Animal Kingdom Lodge.
That's true, but I mean,
I'm just thinking, like,
if we can,
like I would
if they have
never,
the room.
if I could pick the next 5 pavilions, I would not put Africa in. Not because I don't love African culture and African food, I do, but we have Africa in
Yeah,
Animal Kingdom,
okay.
which is perfect, and we have Animal Kingdom Lodge, which is perfect. So we have Liberty Square. It's the exact same representation. Foreign visitors can go there. They can go to Main Street for their taste of America. I just don't. Yeah, you're right. They never would not have America because it needs America if you're going to do a World Showcase. But like, just I just don't think the attraction is good. People love it. I don't know why, but people really seem to love this one. I've never gotten it.
One thing I also don't like is the theater. Just that theater outside that they just have shows going on throughout
Theater. Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
stage
yeah,
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they have that Guardians of the Galaxy thing. Explain to me how a Guardians of the Galaxy music show is related to America, other than they sing American songs.
It's ridiculous. And I hate those concerts where it's like all the has-beens,
Like Eat to the Beat, I think it's called.
like yeah, Eat to the Beat, or I just lost the name of the one that they have in Flower and Garden, but like it's
Garden Rocks.
yeah, I think it is. Like, okay, you got like Smash Mouth. Now, I would never pay $5 to see Smash Mouth, but I would sit there and watch like All Star.
Yeah.
But like we were in World Showcase last year for Food and Wine. We were sitting in Japan in our favorite place, loving it. And the Baha Men are playing in America. Now, I have no issue with the Baha Men. I'm not a fan of them, but I was a kid in the '90s. I know Who Let the Dogs Out, obviously. So it's not like I think that it's terrible music or anything, but it was just so loud and it was completely destroying the serenity and peacefulness of Japan. And I was just like, no one's coming to Disney to hear these bands. You can certainly Disney's always trying to cut costs, cutting cast member costs and stuff. Cut these things. You won't lose a person coming to World Showcase for these festivals if you don't have these stupid things.
Yeah, exactly. I do think we are spending a little too much time crapping on the American Pavilion.
All right, fair enough. Number 8.
We're done with China?
Yeah.
Okay, number 8.
Canada.
What I love about Canada is in the shop they have a little game where you can find stuffed animals. They're all different Canadian animals, like a moose or a polar bear. And you get a little certificate for being a junior ranger or a button for being a senior ranger, which is nice. Merchandise isn't that great, but I like the detail. They have that beautiful totem pole right in front, a few of them actually. They also have a show too. And then they have the Martin Short thing at bottom, Le Cellier. Beautiful, like delicious food. They have a very nice stand during festivals. They had a maple popcorn milkshake during Flower Garden. Very good. And I'm leaving out the best part because that's Anthony's favorite.
Nick is such a good guy. Couple things about Canada. I hope that thing in the store is still there. Do you know if it is?
The animal thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. I did it in March.
Awesome. I'm so glad it's still there. Because I can see easily that being like, we're not doing that anymore. But I'm glad it's still there.
It's just a little hidden thing that I had to find. Like I found online. Like no one knows about it.
Yeah, I didn't know about it.
Every time I go, I walk through Canada and I go, do you know the game in here? No one knows. Someone
Cast
always
members
like,
always
this is
know?
awesome. The cast members, yeah.
Good.
They're always well aware and they will get you. I got this little button celebrating Canada's 150th anniversary.
And I remember you had to recite the Canadian anthem.
Yep. That was pretty funny. And also an oath never to harm an animal.
Good oath.
Yeah.
Canada, its details are nice. It's kind of sparse. There's not much there. But Canada is number 8 and not number 9 because of that gorgeous waterfall in the back. I love waterfalls. I love running water in Disney. I just think it's beautiful. I think it It adds an energy to the place. It's gorgeous. It's of the Rocky Mountains. You can get real close to it below and have the water spray in your face. It's gorgeous above. So that's my absolute favorite part about Canada. Probably honestly my top 5 like places to be in World Showcase. Nick's right. Their booth. I don't think I had anything for Flower and Garden, but their booth during Food and Wine is fantastic. There's no reason to go to Le Cellier, in my opinion, if you can get the Food and Wine booth, the Food and Wine thing in Canada, because it's their filet mignon. It's their mushroom filet mignon. It's basically their biggest selling thing, and you get a nice, decent piece for like $8. Le Cellier, like, that's a weird restaurant for me because, like I said last episode, I had one of the best meals I've ever had at the time there. They took it off the menu. I haven't been, and I just hear constantly bad things about it. I always hear it's the worst of all the signature restaurants. So I don't know. I'm sure I'll go eventually, but it's tough for me to make a judgment on it right now. But yeah, Canada's like definitely just like a middleman in World Showcase. Like it's there's no huge flaws. Actually, I will say there's some flaws. They need a quick service.
Yes.
They need a quick
They
service.
have the refreshment port right there, but I think so. Which obviously isn't Canadian themed, but I think they think, oh, since that's right there, no one's going to.
That might be true, and also I think at the festival there's going to be a thing. It's like deep fried dough. What do they call them?
Churros?
No.
Funnel cake?
Funnel cake. It's a funnel cake with maple ice cream on it and then candied bacon on that.
Oh, is that a refreshment port?
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's a very Canadian snack, I think.
They also they put poutine there.
$12.
$12?
Yeah.
Maybe I won't get
ridiculous.
it. But yeah, like they put what did I say? Poutine there.
They need a poutine stand, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Although you're right, I think that port is their quick service. Basically.
Yeah, but like it's chicken nuggets and then poutine. I think they needed to be like change it to a Canadian themed.
Yeah.
Get rid of refreshment port. If you want chicken nuggets or cronut, get that. You can put the cronut in Starbucks.
The cronut is not that good.
Yeah,
honestly, the cronut's overrated.
the cronut is that could go in America, couldn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like the cronut got famous
In New York City, right?
Yeah, in New York City, so you can easily put it in America.
Yeah.
But what was I just gonna say? Go ahead.
I'm just saying that, like, I agree they need a quick service.
Oh, well, yeah, because I was gonna say, like, it's not like Canada has like any amazing food, like that you hear, like people don't rave about Canadian food, but still, if you think about it, they got a lot of steaks and big hunting country. You have the meats, so you got Le Cellier, maple syrup. You got salmon, huge with salmon. Smoke, do a bunch of things with smoked salmon. Yeah, like the maple stuff.
They do have like a maple popcorn stand.
Is that year long?
I don't know.
Where is it?
I think it's like right in front of, like right by the steps.
Okay.
Right by the steps, like going up into because the pavilion's like on the second
Do they
floor.
still sell the maple candy?
I have never seen it.
How do you not sell maple candy in Canada?
Is it because like it's a Vermont thing? I mean, I don't know.
No, that's stupid. They should sell.
They should definitely serve it. I'd buy it every day. Anything else in Canada? Number 7.
Italia.
Italy. I was debating this one or Germany, which one's better. But I think Italy there's not much to do in Italy. Like the shops are nice.
One word to describe Italy.
Relaxing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What were
I
you
was
gonna
going to say empty.
Yeah, but you think because it's like
Yeah.
literally nothing in the middle. Yeah, I can see that, but I find Italy relaxing. Like my last day of the college program, I sat there with a cappuccino and just the music was playing with a friend. I was with a friend of mine, and it was very relaxing, very calming. And like, there's a lot of places in World Showcase where you can just relax. Our next one. That's a bigger reason why Italy's number 7. But I think that's like the only really like positive factor about Italy. It's just like you can get an espresso or a cappuccino and just relax. I do enjoy the front area with the gondola And
Do you know what city it is?
Venice, right? Yeah. You said before we started recording, you have something to say about Italy.
Well, I just like because I mentioned before I've been to Italy. I'm not going to bring it up in every episode. Don't worry. But I went there this summer, so it's still I'm still thinking about it a lot because it was amazing. So it's weird because aside from Canada, it's the only other country I've been to in really in the world, but in World Showcase as well. So it was odd being in a country representing a World Showcase. Now, I didn't like Italy, the country, in World Showcase before I went to Italy. I didn't think, I was never impressed with it. I didn't feel I never feel like if I'm in Japan Pavilion, I don't feel like I'm in Japan. I just feel like it's a really well done pavilion with a Japan feel. And it just makes me appreciate the culture. Nothing in the Italy Pavilion makes me appreciate the culture. And I say that now being there and, being more appreciative of the culture than ever before. I'm looking at the pavilion and I'm thinking, I still kind of get nothing. Like, I think it's supposed to be themed as a plaza. And there are a lot of plazas in Italy where it's basically just a big square and there's shops and stuff all around. Now, that works in Italy. But in a theme park, and I thought even before I went, it just doesn't work because, I don't want to just stand there. It's because there's not like little cappuccino shops or anything around. There's one in the front.
Yep.
Okay, yes, I will say that. But it's not like there's, at least in the back, there's not a lot to do except for to eat at Via Napoli or Tutto Italia. So, Italy's also tough because it's so different. What part are you going to do? You're going to do Venice. Are you going to do Florence? Are you going to do Rome? It's tough to do. So they've basically said they're going to do the front is Venice. They've got the Doge's Palace. They've got the canals. But then they've got a fountain from Rome called the oh my God, I can't believe I'm not thinking. No, I'm so embarrassed. I can't think of the name. The Trevi Fountain. There we go. Which makes no sense if you're in Venice. And then in the back, it's like Naples because it's Via Napoli. So, I don't, maybe they're going like south, middle, west, or excuse me, north, middle, south. But it just doesn't make, I don't feel immersed in Italy. I don't care about Italy. I very rarely go get Italian food in my real life out to eat because we're 100% Italian. Our parent, our mom's a great chef or a great cook. Our family, cooks good Italian food. So we're always biased against getting stuff. So I don't get the food in Italy. Coffee I've never gotten it there. That's the one place I think I've never eaten that in the UK. But even Italy, I've never even been to a booth, and I've been to a booth in UK. I think that's the only place I've never not had a single thing.
Well, yeah, we were gonna actually deal. They had the lobster ravioli, but it was like $12 for like one and a half raviolis.
That's a joke.
Yeah,
because Nick went to Via Napoli when I was with him in the family, and I didn't. I went to Narcoosse's instead, so I was the only person in the family who didn't go.
I like Via Napoli. I didn't love Tutto Italia. And the booth we got, I forgot what there was. Was it fried shrimp or something? It wasn't.
I didn't get anything.
Me and mom and dad.
Oh,
it wasn't anything great, but their cappuccino is very good, and their espresso. Their coffee's the best thing.
I'll be interested to see if when I go back, if my opinion changed at all. I certainly, obviously I love the Italian culture. And they do a good job with it. I just don't feel I just feel bored in Italy when I'm there. I spend very little time in Italy when I'm there, and I never have any I never think oh, I wish I did that or wish I did that. There's nothing if I can pick things I want to do in Japan. If I had all the time and all the money, and I was going to Disney, I could pick 10 things to do in Japan, 10 things to do in Norway. Maybe not 10, but things to eat, things to buy. Italy, I don't know if I could.
Well, let me ask you something. In your opinion, what makes Italy better than China or Canada? For me, I like the.
See, honestly, I would put because of the waterfall, I would put Canada number 6. But I know that's ridiculous.
Yes, it is. I like the fact that like just sitting around, like feeling like you're in Italy with no, not a care in the world. Just
And that the fact that you feel
like it's
that
pretty
is
good.
awesome.
It's pretty good immersion.
And I'm not
compared to the other
I'm not
ones.
saying, well, since I've been to Italy, it's really not the same. I'm not saying that at all because I didn't feel like that before I went to Italy. I just never did that. But it's awesome that you do it. Like I when I'm in Japan, I don't feel like I'm in Japan. I just feel like, I have appreciation for the Japanese culture when I'm there, and I just feel like relaxed and in the zone. Like I just feel like I'm jiving with the culture.
But my question to you is, like you were saying, great detail in China. The tea's delicious.
yeah.
You have not said
Many
real,
positives.
if any.
Well, because I said for me personally, I would put Canada ahead of Italy.
Yeah, but what about China? What we have China 2 notches down from Italy. I agree with this list, but I'm wondering, why do you? Because you seem to not have pros in your Italy list. Many pros.
Yeah, you're right. Italy, honest, might be my third least favorite. My least
I
third least
can't
favorite.
agree with that.
No, and I think and I thought that before the trip. I'm pretty sure that the list we made was made before I went, because we had a list that was made before that we were kind of writing it down.
I'm
pretty
almost
sure,
positive it was before you left.
and I'm pretty sure Italy I put pretty low. I don't know. It's funny because my favorite culture is Italy. My best food is Italian and all that stuff. But when I'm there in World Showcase, I just don't care. I'm going to have to dedicate some time to, feeling it, kind of just getting into it, because it's so effortless in like France or Morocco. Even Canada, it's effortless. I love that pavilion. I put Canada ahead of Italy. I put it ahead of number 6 too, but I know it's ridiculous since it's just a waterfall. If they took it out, I'd probably put it second last.
I do think that one thing that Italy has over a few of these pavilions is the architecture is just awesome. Like if right in front, I think it's a cologne perfume shop. Like you got the pillars.
That's the Doge's Palace representation.
Yes,
It's a thing in Venice. Yep.
Yeah, I think that
And it
is
does.
just-
It looks great.
Yeah.
I mean, I've looked at the detail in the real one, and one of the things I thought when I was there was like, damn, Disney did it really
Yeah,
good.
so like that is definitely like
No, of course, Imagineers killed.
that's probably your biggest pro is like the detail in the architecture.
Yeah, definitely.
Just because I remember us talking about
and,
that a lot.
and like if like we have good pizza in Buffalo, we have an Italian family that makes good Italian food. If you don't have those two things, Italy is maybe the best place to eat in World Showcase. Because
Yes.
like if you everyone loves Italian food. If you live in a place where you can't get good pizza, which is probably like the majority of the country, honestly, because you got America, you got New York and Buffalo, really. But if you can't get
and
good
Chicago, people
for
enjoy
all our Chicago fans,
people enjoy the cake.
yeah. But like if you're from the Midwest or something and you got bad pizza, you're gonna go nuts for Via Napoli. And I'm not saying like that's because you're idiot because you don't know real pizza. No, you're gonna enjoy it, and that's awesome. I'm glad you get.
I enjoy it. And
Yeah, I've never been. And I am sure I would enjoy it. It's tough for me. Like all these restaurants, like I'm gonna get pizza in Disney.
If they made that a quick service, which I think they had in the past,
I would do it in a second.
yeah, I would
in a
get
second.
a slice all the time.
I want to get the melon and prosciutto.
It's very good.
So I think it's great that it's there for people. And I think Tutto Italia, that it's great for people who may not have access to good Italian food.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I love that Italy's here. Of
Do they
course.
have a pastry shop?
I don't think they do, and they should. They should have a cafe.
I don't know.
They should have like a cafe.
They might. There might be some pastries. I don't remember there were cannolis and where the coffee and cappuccinos were. I'm trying to think now.
See, I might just be forgetting, but I don't even remember a cappuccino place. Was it just a little stand?
It's
or you
literally
walk inside?
it can be mistaken for a booth during a festival.
Okay.
It's right in front of the perfume shop.
And there's a mask shop.
Yes.
See, I can't believe I missed it because it's based in Venice. Venice is big with festivals and masks, but I can't believe I've never gone to that mask shop.
Yeah. Do you remember? It's right. Do you remember the?
It's when you're coming from the Mexico side.
Yep.
It's
It'll
that.
be so you enter the building. the perfume shop, and then connected to it is the mask palette, the mask shop. And then remember that guy you said like was it the Imagineer was a bowler?
Yeah.
Can you explain that to them? Because I'm sure people are confused.
We'll do that in the details episode.
Just come on, give them a little something.
No, because I don't know exactly
You don't know
what to say.
Okay. But so that is where we were standing. If we went inside that building, that was a mask shop.
Okay. I think my favorite thing in Italy, we have a tradition of getting our grandparents a souvenir from Italy. I love that.
Yep.
And Italy has good merchandise. Italy has the best merchandise of all the ones we've talked about so far.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
So yeah, I mean, Italy's an interesting one for us. I think being Italian, you get a different sense of like Italian food. If you've been, I don't care if I've been or not. I thought these things about before. So yeah, I bet someone who was like had no Italian part of their family who lived in a place with bad Italian food, I bet Italy is pretty high up on their list.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
But we're enough time with Italy.
All right, and number 6, we got the Germany Pavilion. What do you think of the Germany Pavilion?
I don't care about the Germany Pavilion.
I don't get it. How can you say World Showcase is like one of your favorite and you don't like half the stuff?
It's true. I like Germany. I would put Canada ahead. I'd like Germany's caramel place. I think that's awesome. That's definitely the highlight of Germany, and it's one of the best things of World Showcase, I think.
I would agree with that. The caramel
kitchen, I think, but I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, with the Werthers. Oh my god, it is so good.
Delicious. Smells fantastic.
I have to get something there every time. There's a long line every time.
Everything's great. I've never had something not great there.
Their quick service
is not good.
I don't remember loving it. I mean, I get like a bratwurst.
Yeah.
And a hot dog.
It wasn't a bratwurst.
I think they also sell bratwurst.
They might, but we didn't have it.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying that like it's a good quick service idea.
Good pretzel.
They have pretzel. They have that grapefruit beer, which is delicious. You can buy it even in our local supermarket. I got it.
See, I'd never had it. Is it any different than like an IPA grapefruit? Like a grapefruit IPA?
Yeah, IPA is a lot darker.
Okay, so I've never had this.
Yeah, and there is a little like I think this is like the only pavilion with this. There's a little like seat like bench area right on the water. There's even like a little walkway, and that I watched Illuminations there. That was the best viewing area of Illuminations ever. And also, if you're going, if I don't know if anyone's ever seen the big globe come out, that's a great place to get a little picture of it, get a view of it. Like just watching the globe go out on the water, it's such a cool thing, and that's where I was.
That does sound very cool.
I just think that seating area is just a great place to just like take a break. Like if you're going from Mexico, you're just around halfway there. So I love that. And then people love Beer Garden. We've never been. We never really have a reason to go.
There's nothing about Beer Garden that appeals to me.
I don't even know the menu.
Not the menu, not the dance. Can you get the menu up?
Yeah.
We'll talk. Sitting with the people I don't know, I don't like that unless it's like in a Japanese place because I know you got to do that for hibachi. Like the dance, like I don't care about German culture. It's just not something that interests me, so I don't want to hear them do their music and dance. But I think I just realized something. This is an episode where it's obvious that one of us has spent more time in Disney World because you have a leg up on a lot of these things. You've spent a lot more time relaxing in some of these places.
Epcot is the place I spent most of the time during the college program.
So I think it's interesting, and I think I really like it because you're in a perspective of someone who basically lived there for 4 months, and I'm someone who's a visitor. So it's very interesting how like the middle part of World Showcase is different for someone who has a limited time there and someone who had all the time in the world for a while.
Yes, and trying to think what else the shops. I really do like the shops in Germany.
All right.
They have the Christmas tree, the Christmas ornaments.
Yeah.
There is a like a wood carving station. What are you doing?
Who cares about the shops?
It's all nice shops.
I do like the beer stein shop.
Yes.
I do want to get one of those. I might get one of those.
And I think just having like the extra quick service of the chocolate, of the caramel stuff, and the beer and the little hideaway, like just all that little stuff, like the architecture and the details isn't great. The railroad. Do you like that?
Okay. That's the best part of Germany.
What I love about that is they like decorate it for festivals.
Take on my things.
That's not. I discovered that.
No, he's right. He's right.
It is just.
I love the railroad.
It's just like so great to walk around.
It's a great little thing. It's going to be gone, I think.
No.
Because I think that's where Brazil's going to go.
Okay, well that's a good reason.
Yeah, you can find somewhere else to put Brazil. Keep that thing there.
Yeah, they're probably gonna put the railroad in my seating area.
No, the railroad's great. Nick's right. I wish Germany had like more things about like their history. What was Germany doing between like 30s and the 40s?
I don't know. They were on vacation.
I just want to say the menu real quick for whatever the place is called, the Beer Garden. It's salad, traditional sausage, more sausage, chicken, salmon, cabbage, potatoes, and sauerkraut. My God, that looks awful.
Yeah, like
That is just vile. How do people...
braised cabbage.
And we have a German butcher that we love, a German deli in Buffalo that we love. So I like, smoked German meats. I'm not saying, again, last week I ranted about trying new foods. I enjoy a lot of German food, but I would never pay $40 for some, because it's not going to be authentic German food there. You're there for like the entertainment. And I'm sausage and schnitzel. What the hell schnitzel?
Schnitzel.
What is that?
I don't remember.
Nick's Googling it. I think it's not good.
It's
a dish.
Is meat thinned by pounding with a meat tenderizer?
My God.
I mean, it looks like a cutlet.
It does, but like a bad cutlet.
Yeah, bad.
Because it's not Italian.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't spend the money. I know people love Beer Garden. Like, a bunch of my friends were like, I finally get to go to Beer Garden.
Yeah, it's huge.
I mean, it might have just been because of the discount they were excited.
40%?
I think so. But yeah, like that is...
Why do you put Germany ahead of Italy?
Well, I just said, you were making noises. The caramel shop, the grapefruit beer, the seating area. Like, they both win. Like, they're both really relaxing, but those little shops, it beats it, in my opinion. Just because I can get a caramel cookie and sit out at that bench and just watch the friendship go back and forth.
Is that what the friendship boats drop you off?
I think it's Epcot back and forth, and then they also go to... It might be two different kinds of boats.
Because
Friendships is definitely...
Yeah, what's the one that goes across? Where do they drop you off on the other side?
There's multiple drops. There's like 3.
Okay.
I want to say right in front, right? Like literally right in front of World Showcase. Germany, definitely.
Okay. I think
There's
around
a third
Canada.
one. Yeah, and there's a third one.
Okay.
I think it's by France and Morocco.
I think you're right. I think you are right.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything else you'd like to add about Germany?
9.
Hey.
Hey. All right. These are the top 5. These are the superpowers.
Yes.
Right here. Superpowers of the world. Number 5, France. I would personally put France number 4, but I accept it as number 5.
No, yeah. I think France is number 5.
France had, we talked about the bakery / restaurant / quick service thing last time. Le Blanche, the Pisserie, whatever the hell it's called. Delicious food there. Nice seating area. It feels, like I said last time, it feels European. I don't think I'm in France because I'm not an idiot, but I feel like, you got the vibe of France going. I like that. It's open air too.
Did you get ice cream? I don't remember. I might
We
have
got
asked
ice
this
cream.
last week.
We got ice cream.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, we did. Okay, yes.
Ice cream is very good. I don't
Very
remember what it
good.
was. Lemon?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Lemon?
Well, lemon's the big one, and I don't think they had it there. Lemon's the big one, and they got like the lemon crunchies.
I'll have to try that out.
Yeah, ice cream is good. Ice cream is very good.
Monsignor Paul, we haven't been yet, but
I do want to go to Monsignor Paul.
I have a question for you about France. When you saw the arcade, did you think it was an arcade the first time? Or like a
Probably. What's the arcade?
It's I think that's what they call like their shops. Like that's
I'm sure I did.
It's a souvenir shop, a perfume shop.
Okay.
There's a lot of perfume shops in World Showcase.
There's a lot. Yeah. There are.
But I remember
Because Europeans are very smelly. Like not smelly, like not stinky, but like they like their smells.
Good save.
Yeah.
I remember like where are the games when I was a kid.
I would have liked to see some French games. I
They-
like France. You know, it's not it's kind of, it seems small, but it's detailed.
does.
I like that fountain in front.
Oh yes. The garden, the sundial.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
just think it's so good.
It's
The
nice.
sundial, and also the paintings in the front.
Yeah.
Those green boxes.
Those things it's great attention to detail. We'll get into
Exactly.
that, but you do see things. I've never been obviously, but you supposedly you see things like that.
Our parents went and they said they saw that.
lined in Paris.
And what about those pillars with like Monet
Yep,
posters?
those are it's like advertisements. You see those in Paris. You see a lot of old French movies. You'll see very similar things.
Yeah, I think it's just great.
Great
detail.
attention to detail.
They have a crepe.
Crepe station. I've never
Crepe
been.
station. I think that's also like a soft serve if you don't want to get ice cream from.
Okay.
Like,
You ever had a
Glacier?
crepe?
Yeah, I did. I don't like crepes.
Did I have one? I don't think I did.
I would rather go to the ice cream place or get a coffee pudding from
It's mousse.
Mousse.
Oh, yeah,
sorry.
we kept saying pudding last
Coffee mousse from
Yeah.
the quick
time. That is
service in the
delicious.
back. We've never seen the French show. I don't know
People
what it's
love
called.
it. Impressions.
Oh, Impressions de French. You're right.
Never seen it. I have no interest in it, but it doesn't get points taken away just because I can't say it's good or bad. Chefs de France is not good.
Yep.
I have no interest in going back. I think it's probably the worst restaurant I've ever been to in Disney.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Maybe Spoodles.
Spoodle was pretty bad too. We'll do an episode of best and worst table services.
Yeah. That'd be tough. though.
Spoodles is
That'd
not
be
around
tough
anymore.
because we don't have
Spoodles-
many bad restaurants.
It'll be best and it'll be like the quick service.
Okay. That's good.
Spoodles is not around anymore. Spoodles was on the boardwalk, I think, for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. What?
I don't think
is
it
that
was
where
very-
Flying Fish was, right?
No, I think it's where the Italian place is.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Spoodles was
It was.
was it? It's so weird. Like that was. I don't remember anything really about the area. I just remember.
I
it
remember
was-
standing on the boardwalk and there was a huge storm.
Yeah, and people, and they were so stupid because they kept like they were like, "Is it gonna be a hurricane?" Like with kids right there. And
Cast members, you're saying?
Yeah, I remember being like, "Don't you shouldn't be talking like that in front of kids." I was freaking out. I just wanted to get out of there. But it was like in the middle of July, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't in September.
Yeah,
We
no.
Yeah. All right, France, number 5. I got nothing negative to say about France except for Chefs de France, but I think when Ratatouille,
I think my negative thing is it's a little small.
it is a little small.
Like, I mean, I just walk. If I'm doing my thing, I walk in. I look at the
I
back
can
quick
spend, a,
service
I can
and
spend a
walk
good hour there.
I can't.
I think when Ratatouille gets there, this shoots up to number 3.
I mean, I have to see the ride first, but
Based on what they say about the ride, it's going to
number
be
3.
Yeah,
I mean, you
It's gonna
could be
an-
right.
It's going to be an exact copy, I guess, of the one in Paris. And I've heard nothing but amazing things about the ride. I'm super excited. Ratatouille is amazing.
Yes.
It fits perfectly in France. Don't give me that crap about I don't want characters in Will Showcase. It's going to be perfect. So that's going to be fantastic. All right, on to number 4. Our neighbors to the south. I don't want the wall built. Do you?
I do not.
I love Mexico.
Let me ask you a question. I think we have the same answer because we go to the trips together. But when we walk into, we are the people who walk into the left of World
Yes,
Showcase.
we've talked about this.
on the podcast.
How you're supposed to go left?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't remember talking about that.
Oh yeah, we said. I said you're a bad person if you don't go left.
Okay, yeah, I
Yes.
agree. It's just like who starts.
Don't start in Canada. I mean,
The
unless
only-
like you need a specific thing to eat, because we did that last time. We did start in Canada last time
Where do we go?
because we had to get food because we were hungry
From
and we wanted
where?
to go to Canada. The food and wine booth.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So if you're on a mission,
we
for
went
food,
into Canada and then we went Mexico.
No, we didn't. I'm sorry to say we didn't. because
The first day we did.
not the second day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
But if it's a food and wine thing and you're on a mission,
or if you have to go to the boardwalk.
yeah, I like how our exceptions are always like things we do.
Yes.
Like you're wrong if you do this, but we did that.
So,
okay, we're the exception. Don't hurt us.
We're okay. Mexico.
I would personally put Mexico 5, but I love Mexico.
No, Mexico
It's
has
everyone's first country, basically.
yes.
Unless you're dumb, it's your first country
Oh, yes.
because it's. I remember the memory of walking into Mexico for the first time. I don't remember really much from
I don't remember that.
but I remember walking into Mexico for the first time.
Oh, I do.
Like,
In the actual
Yeah,
building.
like oh my god, it's dark in here. Yeah,
Yes.
it's the middle of the day.
So even before that building, which
That is the pavilion.
what is it?
It's temple. It's either Aztec or Mayan. I'm very ignorant of that culture.
It's not Machu Picchu, is it?
No,
It's
it's
not
not Machu Picchu.
It's not Machu Picchu. No, I'm just kidding. I was there for
Aztec,
Flower
I
and
think,
Garden,
I'm not sure.
Flower and Garden, and what's it called? Festival of the
my
Arts.
God,
And
I know what you're going to talk about.
yeah, before that, Flower and Garden. Excuse me, Festival of the Arts. They had a taco, which I'm going to look up what was actually on that taco. It was the best thing on any menu in Festival of the Arts. It was just so good. And then and this taco, it was
I love that you got a picture of the menu.
two corn tortillas with slow roasted pork shoulder, ancho paste, marinated ancho paste.
Anchovy paste?
No, ancho paste.
Oh.
I don't know what that is, but it was delicious.
I would have died.
Sweet plantain puree with a little garnish. It was amazing. I got it. I was only in Disney for like a week when that festival was going on, and I got it 3 times. And then Festival of the Arts, they had a pork taco with like an apple puree, but the chilaquiles thing, which
Talking about festival? Are you talking about
Flower and Garden?
You
Yes.
said festival. Yeah, Flower and Garden. That thing, it was like a chorizo something.
it was chorizo. It was like
layers of beef.
layers of tortilla, kind of,
Okay, maybe.
and then like in it was kind of like a lasagna.
yeah, it was.
It was amazing.
I love tacos. We have good tacos around us. Tough to be a good taco. This thing was one of the single best things I've ever put in my
and
mouth.
I made you eat it.
Yeah, because I was like, it's a taco. I want to. I was like, I don't want to waste my money.
It's not a taco.
Yeah, but I was like, I can get. There's 5 places I can go in Buffalo to get good tacos. I don't want to waste my money in Disney World, which they won't be as good. And Nick's like, try it. And this was one of the best things Nick ever did for me because he's like, just try it. And I took a bite and I was like, Nick, go get yourself one. This is mine. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Oh my god, if that thing was there permanently, I'd get it twice.
Yep.
Twice a trip.
They have Choza de Margarita now. That's a new quick service place. It has like chips and guac, and they have delicious margaritas.
Do you have a picture of the menu for the Mexican thing that we just raved about?
Maybe I can check.
Yeah.
And then have we
I've
had
never-
food at the quick service
A couple times
across from Choza?
Yeah, that's another very early memory of mine I have is eating. A lot of my early memories of World Showcase are in Mexico. I remember eating there. There were churros. I remember eating tacos. I'm sure they weren't great, but I didn't mind them. Certainly better than, like getting a burger somewhere. At least it was a taco, something a little interesting for a kid. So yeah, the quick service, nothing fantastic, but nothing to complain about. Never eaten at either of the restaurants, but I do want to eat at the one inside the pyramid. I just think it would look so cool. That's the pic. Is that the picture?
Yes. I do not have a menu. Sorry.
My voice just cracked. I'm sorry. But yeah, that thing is fantastic. I wish we had a description of it. I hear the restaurant is not great in the pyramid, but
I just want to go because
I think it'd be so cool.
on the water.
Yeah, it'd be gorgeous.
It's just so nice.
It'd be so nice. You got the boats from the ride going past. It'd be very romantic if you were with someone, but it'd also just be nice. Just to do. But I think it'd be good for families. It's like a place like it doesn't matter who you're with or what the group is, it would work because who doesn't love sitting outside at night by the water. That's the sell for it. I don't think that place would survive if it was not in that the pyramid, don't you think?
Yeah, yeah. I think
It's not good enough on its
It's
own.
the ambiance
Yeah.
that people
And
go
that's
for.
fine.
Did you mention the fountain?
No, what about the fountain?
It's just a nice fountain.
What fountain?
In the Fountain King over here doesn't know about the fountain inside Mexico?
Oh, I thought you meant like there's something like a fountain in the restaurant.
No. Just
Oh, yes, in the plaza,
Yes.
whatever it's called. Yeah, yeah, it's a very nice fountain.
Donald Duck does meet and greets there sometimes. Before you even walk into that area, they now have a cocoa related stuff.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's pretty cool.
Stare at the windows for a couple seconds.
Yeah, I did that.
Things will happen.
Um,
Coco was rumored to get an overlay. It's not happening as of right now.
Good. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Three Caballeros.
Yeah, okay. I love the Three Caballeros, but it is a good ride because of the end.
100%.
There's the 3 audio animatronic Caballeros.
Beginning's good too when you're
Yes.
seeing the people at the restaurant.
It's a boat ride. I love being on the water, so I give it props for that. If the audio animatronics weren't there, I would not like it as much, but since they're there, it's something I gotta do every trip.
The song. I love it.
It's a great song. Yeah, it's a great song. Now I liked Coco. I loved Coco.
Mm-hmm.
Coco was a home run for Pixar, and I would have no issue. Like I certainly would not have an issue with Coco being a presence in Mexico. Where it is already. I like, but there's a soft spot for the Three Caballeros, and I don't want them to change it.
See, I have a different opinion.
But if they did, I'd be fine.
So I was wrong to not keep an open mind with Frozen, and they did a beautiful job. I believe that I'm keeping an open mind. If they can make a skeleton animatronic and make it move beautifully, like the shaman or Anna and Elsa, I'd be blown away. I'm just like, if they do it right, I'd be okay with a Coco revamp.
There's no doubt in my mind that if they do a Coco revamp, it'll be great. I have no issue with the movie at all, and I expect nothing but the best from Imagineering. I personally would just say I don't want it to happen. But if it does, I certainly would go into it thinking this is going to be fantastic.
Yes. Like I'm not going to revolt.
I think Coco, I just love that. I would assume Coco, maybe for younger kids, like kind of like the first taste of Mexican culture. So I imagine more people wanting to go to the pavilion. This looks like the place they were in Coco, which I think that's always great. Whenever you can get young kids to appreciate different cultures, I think that's awesome. We haven't really talked about the best part of Mexico, which is just being in the plaza, being in the court, marketplace. Great little souvenirs and knickknacks. It does feel like you're in like a Mexican.
In my life of Mexico.
Yeah, it really does feel like that. Two people who've never been. It feels like what you would imagine it to be. I have a couple little things. Well, no, my souvenir from Mexico is the Three Caballeros pin, which I love. But you've got like the skull from like the Day of the Dead.
Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah, it's tough to complain about anything from Mexico. The only reason I would put France ahead is the bakery. But Mexico number 4 is pretty good because it's got a ride, and there's only 2 rides right now in World Showcase, so you got to put it pretty high. These next 3, this is like the Holy Trinity.
100%. Number 3, Prince Ali.
Prince Ali.
Morocco.
Okay, right now, would you have an issue if Aladdin ride was in Morocco?
No, I don't. I would not have an issue if rides come to World Showcase.
Me neither.
Like if they get rid of something, like if they get rid of. You
don't care about characters coming to World Showcase.
No, I
don't either.
I love,
even though don't mean to interrupt you, but even though Aladdin doesn't take place in Morocco.
No, yeah, I don't care.
Me neither.
It's the closest thing.
I agree.
I love that. I mean, I'm going through. I would say like majority of these countries have characters. Like Mexico has Donald and sometimes Elena at certain events. Anna and Elsa.
Everyone except Canada.
No, China and Japan don't.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
And then USA does every once in a while. They have like a bunch of people coming out.
We saw that once. That was awesome.
So Morocco.
I'd love Aladdin in Morocco. But
Yeah.
anyways,
They have a meet and greet.
Morocco is incredible.
That's just like, that's just amazing detail. Like, Morocco's different from all the other countries because, isn't it true? Like, help me out here.
The government?
Yeah.
Yes, Morocco was financed, I think it's the only one that was financed directly by the Kingdom of Morocco, which is part of the reason, like there's a lot of specific things to Morocco, like they keep their lights off during illuminations for religious reasons. Every tile is cracked or flawed in the entire place because the Islamic belief of only Allah can make something perfect. So the Moroccan government, kingdom, whatever it is, had a lot of influence into it, and I think it's for the best because it's a fantastic. Now it's technically not in the Middle East, but I consider it like it feels like the Middle East represented in World Showcase.
Definitely.
And it, like, I think we talked about Tangerine Cafe. Tangerine Cafe is fantastic. Don't be afraid to go into Tangerine Cafe. It's gonna be amazing. You're gonna love it.
Even if you try the chicken.
Yeah, true, exactly. All the shops in the back, just they just seem to go on forever. There's so much good stuff.
That little thing on the left entrance of the fountain.
Yeah, there's a little entrance. There's a little like Moroccan museum.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a typical Moroccan house.
Oh yes, if you pay attention, you can hear family talking.
Yeah, I hope that's still around.
It is.
I just love the smell of incense. That it just is everywhere in that pavilion. I love the smell of incense. The belly dancing.
Yes, Moroccan. The back Marrakesh, like the carving on the top.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. It looks like a kingdom.
The tower right connected to Tangerine Cafe.
Great.
Like everything's just so beautiful about it.
Morocco is. The only criticism of Morocco is that there's no attraction. And that's not even a criticism. It's just something I would add. I need to go to Spice Road Table.
Is that on the water?
It's on the water. Come on, Moroccan food on the water. That's pretty nice. And I think you can, like, they have a thing in their appetizer. It's like tapas, which is like little appetizers for a meal. That sounds amazing. I wouldn't go.
With that.
Yeah, I think if I was going with you or someone else on the next trip, I would do it. I think it'd be a lot to eat though for solo, and I got to visit my Tangerine Cafe.
I'll go
with you.
No, next time we go.
I'll go. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we definitely should. Morocco's no criticisms of Morocco. If you're someone who doesn't spend a lot of time in Morocco because it's that culture doesn't appeal to you or anything, spend some time in it. You'll really appreciate it.
Yeah, like there are 11 countries, but you're like, if you're skipping a few of these just because like you're unaware. Spend 20 minutes. It's not going to ruin your schedule.
Yeah, like, again, like, what World Showcase does great in like Africa and Animal Kingdom and stuff. It gives you a little taste of the culture. Honestly, the thing before that I knew of Middle East probably was Aladdin.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know much about the Middle Eastern culture. Not because, I don't like him or anything. There was
nothing to...
But I appreciate a little more. Now, I'm not saying, like, it's my favorite culture. My whole room is decked out with Middle Eastern stuff. I'm going next month. No, of course not. But I appreciate some of the religious beliefs. I appreciate some of their food, the architecture, the art. If you don't feel like, wow, this really is beautiful in a way that you might not have thought something could be beautiful because you weren't thinking about it before. That's what these places are for. Give you a little taste of the other world.
I believe that with the exception of our bottom two, if you're not spending at least like 20 to 30 minutes in each pavilion, you're doing something wrong.
I agree.
Like
even though I don't for Italy, but I agree.
Yeah,
and I will.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, you can even not 8 of the 11 if you're just like going to a few of them, you're doing something wrong.
And I could probably do an hour in Morocco.
Yeah,
I could eat at World Showcase. I could eat at Tangerine Cafe, go in a little museum, explore the shops. I think they have something in the front. It's like there's exhibits, not exhibits, but it's like
a museum.
No, like there's those shops in front with Spice Road Table. And I think there's women who like do
they do henna.
Okay, what is henna?
That's like kind of like it's like a big
yeah.
tattoo design,
Okay.
but obviously it's not permanent.
Yeah. So there's things
Henna's
like
never permanent.
there's
It's-
things like that going on.
and then I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
anything else Morocco.
Morocco is fantastic.
I mentioned the fountain.
Very nice fountain, nice water wheel. Morocco seems to be. I think it's the newest one. Either that or Norway is the newest one. Those are the two most recent. And it's funny how like if you thought I'm gonna pick 10 countries in the world to represent, you'd pick probably Japan, France, Mexico. Morocco is like the odd one out. I love that Imagineers picked it. And kudos to the Moroccan government for doing such a great job. On to number 2. We go from very exotic to very white.
Norway.
Love Norway.
So
Norway is fantastic. Oh, wait a minute. Are we going to talk about this?
we're going to address the elephant in the room.
I am furious.
I think yesterday they broke the news that Kringla Bakery opened up, and
The troll horn is gone.
it is a travesty.
I am disgusted. I honestly, I'm joking. I'm exaggerating. But I am really pissed off.
I'm very
not even
disappointed.
kidding.
I will when I go.
I'm going to spit.
Every time I go, I'm going to walk into Kringla Bakery and just be like, "Where's the troll horn?"
Yeah.
And hopefully, like,
I'm hoping more people do this.
can we start a petition, guys? Everyone, every time you go to Disney, walk into Kringla Bakery, ask for the troll horn.
Yeah, this is the thing we should be protesting, not child separation.
Yes. So one thing great about Morocco is Frozen, right?
You mean Norway?
What'd I say?
Morocco.
You threw me for a loop. Yeah, but I mean, just the detail, the grass on the ceiling.
No, but okay, because that thing needs to come back. It needs to come back tomorrow.
Yeah, guys, just go to Morocco. Damn it,
Nick is
go to
gone.
Norway and just be like, "Where's the troll horn?"
And I saw the pictures of it, the new place. It doesn't even look that good.
It's
There's
just,
no reason
it's,
to do
what
a
is it? Just
12-year long.
bigger line?
Yeah. Wow. Thanks.
It's not like
It was fine before.
there was never a
no
problem.
issue.
And there's no seating area inside, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So
99% of the time, Disney does it right. This was one of those times they failed, and we're not afraid to call them out.
yes,
You screwed up, Disney.
we're disappointed. Yeah, what were we saying?
We really are.
It was our favorite snack. One of our favorite
It was
snacks.
the best snack in Woolly Showcase.
It was that
Bar
was
none.
probably the best snack. It's definitely top 4.
It's not better than the churro.
No, for churros.
I'll take a swing.
Churros number 2.
All right. What's number 1?
Dole Whip. Number
Yeah,
3 is
probably.
domes.
Yeah, that's probably it. I agree with that. Norway.
Norway.
What are we doing? Norway. We're going long. I'm getting delirious.
Yes. So Norway. Obviously you have the fjording, and you have that.
Obviously, like that's the first thing you pick is the shot.
That's not what you do first. Like
No.
there's a
Yeah.
0-minute way to Frozen, but I'm running the fjording.
Norway, great detail. You feel encapsulated in it. Yeah,
And-
I do love fjording.
One thing that probably 0.01% of people noticed: Norway has amazing bathrooms.
Yeah, the new ones.
Yeah.
With the Frozen.
They're not
Meet and
Frozen
greet?
theme. Bathrooms.
They're next to the Frozen meet and greet.
Go into the bathroom. Yes.
Oh yeah, those bathrooms.
Those are
fantastic.
nice. Like
probably the best bathrooms in Epcot.
yeah, I would. If I had to go to the bathroom in Spaceship Earth, I would walk.
Yeah,
To Norway.
It is like he's not even kidding. It's really nice over there.
And then you had the summer house. You were talking about the Anna house. So.
Yeah, that whole area they did a fantastic job in it. Yeah, the bakery's great, except they failed us. The restaurant is never been, so we can't comment on it. Obviously, Frozen Ever After. We talked about that before. We love Frozen Ever After. Better than Maelstrom. If you say it's not better than the Maelstrom, you're just stuck in the past, man.
Or you're
can't get over it.
stubborn.
Yeah, because it's better than Maelstrom. It's longer than the Maelstrom. It's got better audio animatronics. There's not the climax is not an oil rig.
It's right.
Yeah, when everything works right. Because there's a couple things like if I go on and when she goes, the cold never bothered me anyway, and I don't get the cold, I'm kind of mad.
That happened with you. Okay.
It did. I was furious.
That's the only time it didn't.
But the next day, everything worked perfectly. There's a lot of little things that have to work perfectly in that ride, but if they all work, it's one of the best attractions. It's probably maybe my top 10 or 12 on property. I love
Frozen
Ever After.
too.
Oh my god, it's so
It's
good.
probably my favorite in Epcot.
And I have no problem with Frozen in Norway because there's still enough of Norway to represent the culture. There's the Museum of the Nordic Gods right now, which I'm glad they got rid of Frozen and put something in Norway back. Norway deserves that. They have the little quick service, aside from our disappointment, some representation of Norwegian food. Not that much anymore, really, but there's some things.
Then the restaurant is.
Then the restaurant,
I think.
I would assume so. The shops have some good Norwegian stuff.
Yes, and that big old troll guy.
Yeah, the troll.
I love that guy.
And the detail is fantastic, and great waterfall. Excellent waterfall. The only thing I wish,
scared that they were getting rid of that.
Yeah, me too. I in Maelstrom, I loved how you kind of peeked the boat out of the waterfall.
And you could see outside.
Yeah, I wish they kept that. That's the only thing I would say.
I would guess they got rid of that because of the immersion.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I love Norway.
There's not I don't have
great music.
Yeah,
we have not talked about music, but that is great music. Morocco is great music too.
They all have great music.
They do, but these two, Morocco and Norway, have my favorite music, I think.
Yeah. I don't have aside from No More Trollhorn, I don't have a fault.
No, I have no faults.
The only reason Norway's number 2 is because number 1 has so many positive things, and we've mentioned. Anything else you want to add before I go ahead?
No, we've said a lot about Norway already.
I mean, we've been mentioning number 1 at every other country,
yeah.
So I think it's pretty obvious that Japan's our number 1.
Japan, I think the Japanese people have life figured out. I think their culture is just the best, most advanced on the planet. It doesn't surprise me at all that's number 1 on our list. Japan, everything is perfect about Japan. First of all, I just want, before I forget, the cast members there are amazing.
Very nice.
Cast members are great everywhere, but I just love Japanese people so much. There's just something about them that is just so
always in a good mood.
They're so pleasant. They're so not willing to serve. I don't feel like they're serving me, but they're so helpful, and they're always I always tell them I'm always I love this pavilion. I think you guys do an awesome job, and they're always just so happy, so great, and nice to hear the compliment. I love the cast member there. But Japan, some of the best theming in all of Disney World. I mean it's almost it could be in the Magic Kingdom, it could be its own land.
Okay. One thing I don't like about Japan is that cute museum, kawaii.
Yeah, it's a temporary thing. I think
it's scary.
Yeah, but the Japanese have some weird things in their culture, and they have to represent it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would rather because I think the Japanese culture has a ton of amazing things. I would like to see. I would like to learn something else instead of their cute stuff.
I agree. The first thing I want to mention about Japan is the best part of Japan.
Go ahead.
Katsura Grill. Is that the name of the quick service?
Yes.
The seating area at Katsura Grill is my favorite place to just get away from it all in all of Walt Disney World.
It's easily my favorite place in Epcot. Do you have any question?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going bigger.
Yeah, you are.
If I just want to relax, if someone asked me where do you go to relax, if you had one place, I'm going there.
Yeah.
Just you're kind of in the corner, so you can't see everyone walking around. The music, the little koi. There's 2 koi ponds in Japan, but the one up there,
gorgeous waterfalls
with the tiny waterfall.
Oh my god!
The lanterns.
Yeah, lanterns. Music. The waterfalls go on for ever. There's 3 levels of them.
Yes.
And you can just walk the paths, walk the bridges. They got the fish in the ponds. Couple little deep, there's hidden things. I remember we found that statue that was hidden in the
samurai statue.
Yeah, that is the best place. I've never once been to the restaurant, but I sit at
I had edamame there. Okay. Delicious.
But I sit there every time. It's oh my god,
that
it's
bridge,
so gorgeous, so peaceful.
The flowers.
Everything about it is fantastic. When I say Japan could be a land by itself, because it's just got immersion. It's got places to relax. It's got places to eat. You could take everything else out of World Showcase, and if it was just Future World in Japan, I'd be okay, it might work, it might survive. Japan is something that doesn't have an attraction, and I honestly don't want to have an attraction. I think it's perfect the way it is. It's calm, it's peaceful.
I'd be okay with it.
It's just I don't want them to change anything.
Yeah, I mean, if they have room to add something, but if they get rid of something, yeah, I'd be upset.
I love that there's a castle,
in the
and
back.
that it took us 15 years to realize there's a castle in the back. Like the back thing with that cute museum. It's a castle. You cross a moat. It's Japan. So many great places to take pictures.
They have that tower right when you walk in. They have also that drum.
Yep,
that's right where they do their drum.
Yeah, they have the
show.
The gate, the torii gate in the water. Looks like it's been there forever. Check out the barnacles on the bottom. And then the shop,
Mitsukushi,
one of the best shops in Disney World.
It's huge.
There's like you can easily. It doesn't matter what you want. You can find something there. You want something big. You want something small. Every time I get just a little small thing, I've got like a samurai sword. I've got like a sake mug. They've got sake bar.
They do.
I gotta go to the sake bar this time. I've had some of their sake. I was the sake champagne thing. Fantastic. And I'm someone. Do you like sake? No. You do not like sake. No. Okay. See, I do like sake. Eat a lot of snacks in that place. Not like bakeries or anything. Just like wrapped snacks. Big things you can buy. You like there's not if there's something Japanese that you want, it's there.
Yeah.
We saw some high school kids
my gosh.
getting money together to buy a huge samurai sword. I so hope they got it.
They did.
That was hilarious.
They were like, we're like $20 short.
Yeah.
They were just like scrambling for it. It was great.
I love like people watching there, and I just love that they were getting that sword.
I would say
there's the oyster and the pearl thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it cut you off. I love the pearl thing.
Ichi. That's what they say.
Yeah, you got. So you open the oyster and there's always gonna be a pearl, but it's like oh my god, you find a pearl, it's great, and I think you can get like a name like etched into it.
You can get something carved in.
Crazy.
They show the size and like the value of it.
Yeah.
And then one thing we don't like about it, but a lot of people love about it, Teppanyaki.
Yeah. Now I don't not like Teppanyaki.
There's just other places I'd rather go.
Yeah, and like because it's basically a hibachi place. And
we have that.
Yeah, we have a great hibachi place that we go to, in Buffalo. So, like, I don't care about getting hibachi, but it's funny. Like, I love sushi. I could eat sushi every day. I never eat sushi in Japan, and the only reason is that it's expensive and you don't get too much. So I'm sure the quality is great, but I just like if I'm going to eat in Disney World for a meal, I want to be full. And like 8 pieces of sushi isn't going to fill me up. And 8 pieces, it's like $20, I think. So I'd rather I do want to start eating in Japan a little just to try it because I'm sure it's fantastic. But it's just not it's not going to fill me up. And I can get a snack of sushi here in Buffalo. I'm sure the sushi there is great, but I think it's still going to be like theme park sushi, like. It's not going to be as good as, maybe like...
I'd agree with that.
Even like sushi in like a hotel would be better. 'Cause, like it's not in a theme park.
I would agree with that. And yeah, that's why I never get it. It's because of the price and the portions.
But like if you don't have good sushi places, if you're interested in trying sushi...
Yeah, if you don't have a hibachi place.
Yeah, that's a great place to try. And I also like the hibachi thing. Like I never love sitting around with other people to eat my meal.
Yeah.
I know that's not, criticism.
Just because you have to be kind of like polite.
Yeah, like it's not criticism obviously of what's Teppanyaki. It's just like hibachi in general. Like it's the best when you have it's just, your family or friends or whatever. But yeah, Japan, not a single fault in Japan at all. The only fault is my fault for not eating there. Because I think I gotta try the sushi at Tokyo Dining just as a snack even. If I ever go when there's not a festival going on.
Yeah. Green tea, also delicious there. Iced green tea. It's a little
kakigori.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
You know what? I have to change my list now of snacks.
Oh.
Kakigori it's just shaved ice.
I really like it, but Nick goes nuts for it.
I have to get it every trip. Shaved ice with I get the rainbow malty flavored syrups. And just even like when it melts and you have like all the syrup, you just slurp it up. It is so good, so delicious. That might be my third or fourth. What I have? Oh, the troll horn. It's better than the troll horn.
Wow. I like it. I would not say that. Did you and Dad? Why do I think you and Dad ever saw the girl who would make the candy?
make the candy.
Like she was like a candy artist. She's not there anymore. Okay, you guys didn't.
I don't know.
Okay. Never mind. But there was something there. I don't think it's there anymore. But yeah, Japan is fantastic. And yeah, you mentioned the drum players. I love the drum players.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only thing it's the only live act I'll ever watch. And although I think Italy has a decent live act. Like, don't they like stack chairs on top?
That's France.
Okay.
Yeah, Italy just has like
France. Okay, I like the France one.
Italy's okay.
And where was it when we were kids? They would always talk about, like, every video had the moving statues.
I think that was Italy.
And they were there when we were kids, and I loved those things. When did they get rid of those?
I don't know, but did you know there was a parade in World Showcase?
Yes.
I wish they had a parade.
No, that would be so.
It would be so
back up traffic.
Yes, but I mean, I would like a parade.
No, I hate parades. We don't need parades, and then they catch on fire.
Hey, come back, Maleficent.
Yeah, there it is. Japan is our king.
Japan's dead. Number one, no argument.
Japan should rule the world.
Yes. Let us know what your favorite is. Let us know why we're wrong about some stuff. I'm sure someone listening is mad that we have USA at number 11 or
I know
number 10.
Someone's mad about UK being number 11.
Yep. Yeah, someone's mad about that. So just send us a message. Tell us why you think we're wrong. You can send me messages on Instagram at Disney Detailer.
And I just want to say, Nick, have a great trip. Nick leaves in 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, September, 3 days from now.
Have a good trip. Have not too good of a trip because he's going with. This is the first time he's been in 6 years in September
July.
without me.
Yes,
without me. So have a good time, but not as good a time as you normally would.
And we will do we should do a trip report when I come back, and then one when you come back.
Yeah.
Just talk about everything we did and anything new. I have nothing else to add. I want to thank everyone for listening. Like I said, Disney Detail on Instagram. Anthony, anything you want to say?
I'm going to let the World Traveler finish it off today.
Kungaloosh, everyone.